Sorry about that. What happened to... of course, Twitter. Hello. Just fixing X again because it just doesn't want to work right the first try. Okay. We should be... Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know why it does that. There we go. We should be functional, connected, everything's set. I have slightly modified my setup, which is hopefully making things run a little smoother. Hello, welcome. I hope the night finds everyone well, and I hope you've been having a great weekend. Yes, we have changed our mind and do more Rogue Trader tonight, with tomorrow's unexpected, unplanned stream possibly being back to more of the usual, depending on how tonight wraps up. I want to at least get through some of this. I want to get to the trading part of the Rogue Trading. Because we are theoretically doing trading, not just XCOM combat. I don't think I have much to say on other rambles or anything. I have others. I mean, I've finally lined up some D&D and other lore things to talk about, but this game takes up so much attention and has its own lore dumps to go through that I don't know that I'll be able to do a whole lot of that while playing this particular game. There isn't a whole lot of casual downtime while doing things. With that said, let us get going, shall we? We're in the middle of the warp invading our ship and the Spymaster being a traitor.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Yeah, and we have yet to make any trades, which I would like to do before I stop playing this game on stream. Just to see some of the basically evil Indiana Jones side of things. There's a lot of bad guys here, and they're not... Ooh. Loot. Huh. Demon Engine Hearts, excuse you.
Would you look at that?
Why'd we pause?
Don't you dare to cross us!
Surrender to the dark powers!
Alright, for me... You are the first person who will get to act. Oh wait, hold on. If I put her here, if I put the Sister of Battle here, she can blast her way through these guys before they can split up. Because all of us are like at the bottom of the order. She's the only one close to the top. Two of these guys don't move. Oh, she could just hide here where it's cover. And then Abelard and I are at the bottom of the list. So Abelard can head to the outside. I will just hide and cover. No, we are not past the tutorial. I'd like to get out of it before we switch games at least. Oh, she can't even attack while he's... Oh, but she can move here.
Cleanses the body.
And engage all three of these guys. Or engage all three of these guys. Okay, that's actually perfect. And that set her run and gun. Oh wait, no, we want to do this. Then we use her bombardment ability to blast these guys. Then run and gun.
Is worthless.
Then bombard these guys.
I'll do it.
I'm on your side, remember?
And then she shot me. Of course. Also, I know why the Sister Sasho should be at least 2 levels up on the rest of you. They've been at this way longer. And the Psyker as well, because she's been advising the Rogue Trader. Why on earth was the Rogue Trader have all these novices? And I'm damaged because she shot me accidentally.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Could you not? Alright, she has the lightning arc, which will let her wipe out these two guys. There's no other group enemy. Well, oh, she could wipe out these two guys. These two guys are probably a better target, but these two guys represent more HP taken. I think I'm going to go with the more HP taken. But you try not to put Psychers in combat because stressing Psychers can result in... Fair, fair. This is why Imperial Guard Psychers always have someone right next to them to cut their heads off. I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna lightning these guys.
Will do.
Hello.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I mean, I could do these. Might as well give some exploits to... Yeah.
Was that you? Or...
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm not going to use any more psychic powers from her because we have a demon meter. We have a the demons are paying attention to you meter. Right.
Out of my way!
Alright, it's just XCOM. Alright, me. Actually, hold on. I can do the lightning thing too. Hello. Yeah, I can stay in cover and do the lightning thing too.
On it.
I don't know who that is. Let's not increase that, yeah. This explains why Psychers get more toys. They have an extra restraint on them, indeed. And I can live with that. Let's boost her since this isn't a psychic power. Which one are you? Okay, this guy's the next one to move, so we're gonna do that. Oh, right. And then I can do a pistol burst. And not hit anything. And then I can do a charge attack.
Reduced to dust.
Goody. Goody! Fantastic. And then it gets worse. It's Warhammer 40k. It is worse the game.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Again, could you not? I'll pay you. Now, hold on. Why are you taking another turn? Could you give me more action points if you're giving him another turn, please? Oh, come on! These guys just moved. There isn't really a great place for her to use her volley fire, is there? Oh no! I take it back. Oh, she's gonna shoot me again! I should have moved away from her. Okay, that works.
Rejoice in battle! Eradicated.
Alright, that works.
Stop it!
Chaos guides me.
Generally speaking, as long as something hits and actually does the damage, doing more damage is worth more than taking out a single target, I think.
Will do. Very well.
Yeah, let's not do too many psychic powers in a row. Alright, I am trapped in here. But oh, come on. Is this guy not dead yet? Right, and there isn't going to be anyone in range for the charge.
I will do like you might took care of this one.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Doubt is for the weak.
I can move and take a single shot. So I shall.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I'm going to risk a psychic scream. I think that killed him. That killed him. Okay, good. I am not in range for the psychic scream. So I'm just gonna move up.
My faith shields me.
Can I get close enough to do a charge attack if I do this?
Follow my lead. I'd rather not.
Okay, I can charge, but I can't actually do... Okay. Sure.
Guided by faith.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Battling a game called Rogue Trader? Eh. Alright.
I will lead us to fortune.
Loot. I expect much loot. Ah, the yellow ones are the ones I haven't looted yet. Got ya.
Let us not dawdle. Just as I planned.
Mechanics we're used to. Loot these. Ooh. Now I can blast doors open. Okay.
Success is the only outcome I accept. I always get the job done. Keep your wits about you.
Okay.
Just as I planned. Success is the only outcome I accept.
Alright. I think that's everything here. So, let's see what new toys we have. I also gotta check something real quick. Heroes of the Warp should really be translated as I don't want to be a participant in the largest cross-rip event since the Tangular Blast of 1909. They always want samples of my brain matter. Okay. Just need to take care of that. A shotgun. Operator's gloves, +3 tech bonus to tech use. Said chat. Well, some of the chats are cross-posting. YouTube just isn't going to cross-post because I'm not connected through Restream for it. But DLive, Trovo, Kick, and Twitch should. Hopefully. They should be at least. Are they not? Oh no, they're not. You're right, it's not. Twitch at least should be. Twitch isn't because... Oh. Interesting. I think Restream is getting mad that I'm using their chat without actually streaming through them. Yeah, that's their problem. Oh, thank you for the lemons. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think Restream's starting to get mad that I'm not actually using them anymore. Let's give him the shotgun. You do a lot of close range work.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Duty prevails.
Oh, level ups. Okay. Rank of officer. I got bring it down. Officer immediately grants an ally. Ooh, an extra turn. Yes, please. This turn, all incoming damage reduced by 2. And gain temporary wounds. Removes all exploits from a target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor. Okay. Moves the winded effect. Okay, so gotta kill 3 people in a row first. That looks like it's where we're supposed to go, so we're going up this way.
I
Please?
always have a backup plan.
Please? Thank you.
That's how it's done.
Deck officer's helmet, plus 5% armor. Okay. He's our primary tank, so he should get the armor.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Ooh. A key. So I think that means we spotted something we wouldn't normally have been able to get. Neat. Oh, thank you for the lemon up too. I really wish it would ping me for that.
Is there money to be made?
A roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. Then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius.
Are you lost, my heir?
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
How did you get here? Aren't you in pain? This is impossible. Aren't you in pain?
Pain is but a reflection of one's weakness. To renounce weakness of spirit in pursuit of greatness is the only path to heights worthy of a rogue trader. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. The answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Alright, chat. This is going to be up to you. We have Dogmatic. Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Heretical. Accept the offer of help. Take my pain away and give me power. Iconoclast. Get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. Chat, I will leave this up to you. Wait, we don't have a corruption meter. We have 5 alignment meters? No, we have 3 alignment meters with 5 levels each. Not heretical, I want no chest bursting in this run. Meanwhile, everyone's slowly choking to death. Well, we have 1 vote for not heretical, and 2 votes for we don't know yet. Up 2 got pulled away, so I have no idea. Oh boy. But right now, it sounds like you're a deciding vote. Alright. Well, Iconoclast is in fact not heretical. So, Iconoclast. Get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. You look away, and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn. And the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the bellowing fire. Iconoclast, plus 15.
Let us not dawdle.
Where did it go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch?
Well, we already checked out the rest of this, so I guess this is what we have to do.
Never doubt me.
Keep your wits about you.
That is really, really sketchy.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
My lady, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Right, and
Always
that's where
keep your
I
eye on
got
the prize.
ambushed. That's the elevator. Is there anything else? That's the burning inferno. Okay, we can't go down there. Very linear.
We should deal with this.
Ooh, he spotted more things. No! No! No, 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 no! I want the things! Okay, we know we don't want to go that way then because...
Right there.
I would like the loot, please.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, I think that's everything else here. To the elevator we go. Yes, I know it's still tutorial, but still. That's an interesting elevator. I don't know why we walked over here. Cosmic Hour. Time, Mr. Demon. Please hold this copper wire. Thank you.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I don't know why it walked us into this room. That's not good. We are going to try to stay away from them to investigate other stuff last. Or, investigate other stuff with them last.
Is there money to be made?
Helmet of the Devoted Protector. Requires dogmatic. We need you alive. Yeah. Okay, items that require specific convictions. Well, I know who the most dogmatic person we have is. Yep.
Let us not dawdle.
Hmm. Interesting. I am slowly starting to look like a rogue trader myself. Theodora von Valencius's body is sprawled on a large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
You know, for something that doesn't have the BG3 budget, they've got some real good voice acting in here.
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Almost certainly he loathed Theodora. I doubt it. Voitvor wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora. Not a swift death. What did he say yesterday? Yeah, he did say he was going to rub his victory in her face, didn't he? Diviner did not foresee this. Either it was inevitable or it was sudden. I think I remember him, yeah. I think this was it.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Arch-Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he was. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot. An extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. If you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Wonder what checks we failed. Yeah, that would be interesting. Inspect the shards by the desk. It's difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon examination, the shards appear iridescent, rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium, which is fuel. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC, and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in a mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Reichard system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Heinrich von Kalux, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you. after which you will provide him passage to the Furibundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of Interrogator Kalox's activities on Rykard Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, Van Kalox himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you, XC. Lore Imperium test succeeded and sends shivers down your spine. The author of this letter addressed to Theodora von Valancius signed it with the seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Gain 20 experience. Well, we succeeded that, Lore. Try touching Theodora. You might be able to see killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
What do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
I don't know if I'm going to accidentally spoil, but there is something interesting noted in the descriptions.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, how do we open you? Yeah, this crew is in not good shape. But something interesting is both of these two are shot with an auto pistol.
I always keep my options open.
I know I mentioned yesterday that auto pistols are rare. Most people use stubbers because they're better.
Run, fools, or fall!
Of course. Okay, Abelard is gonna be first. I go next. Well, we did find one auto pistol so far. Just saying.
Victory is imminent. One fewer target. I took care of this one. It will be done.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's as good as done.
Oh no, that takes two!
My gut tells me.
No! Can I undo? Is there an undo? There isn't gonna be an undo button. No!
I won't stand for it. I refuse. I won't compromise my principles.
Do
My
it!
gut tells me it's a bad idea. I refuse.
Darn it! I was thinking I was gonna get like 3 volleys out of this.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands.
As this is XCOM, there's no reversing, only regretting.
But of course.
Oh, come on!
On it.
Chaos guides me.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Hold up. Okay.
One fewer target. At your beck and call.
Remember, this takes 2. Which I could just use now to unhurt a volley. And I could do this. And this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And then this.
I'll see to it personally.
Then she gets to move again. So she can do this.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
And
Doubt is for
then-
the weak. As
This.
the Emperor commands, I act.
And miss. And you can do this.
Was that you? Or
And then this. And then this.
anything is?
Now you can do this.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Then
Probably
this.
does.
I get to use this every turn. Which means I can get close, then use this. You can do this. And I can do
I'll make it
this.
happen.
And miss. But you can still do
As
this.
the Emperor commands, I act.
And also miss. Come on! Reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Adira, please hit. Right, we're gonna have you move up to weaken.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Weaken.
Will do.
And scream. Holy crap. Grace of the Oblivious. Gains 5 toughness and their intelligence is less than 35. Ouch! And I leveled up again. Ah! Ooh, that is an insult. Your intelligence is 30. Your intelligence is 30. Your intelligence is 30. There are... I am the only person too smart to use the medallion. Wow. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, you are a primary tank and melee guy, so... enjoy your toughness bonus. I'm the only person on the whole ship that can't use this medallion. We're in trouble. Alright, level up time. Ooh, okay. So I got Finest Hour. Officer grants an ally... Oh, wait, no. I already have that. No! Oh! I get this twice! Ooh, hold on. I have 2 abilities to give people extra turns now. And given we have a Sister of Battle with a bolter, that's like... she's the one that probably gets most of the turns. I knew it. I'm surrounded by morons. Keep fire. And then... available talents. Ooh, ooh. Oh, there are a lot of these. Recommended is Blood of Martyrs, Commanding Voice, Focus, Inspire Courage, Personal Oversight, Steel Resolve. Offense features, defense, support, universal, archetype, origin. Ooh, yes, origin had all the cool ones. Oh, and warp features. Interesting. But these were the luck features. We have Be Smart. Oh! Oh! Anytime an ability or talent uses a fellowship bonus, a Void-born character can instead use the intelligence bonus. We wanted this. This is like the first thing we should get to in order to eliminate any fellowship negatives. Like, before any others, including the warp ones, this should be the one we get to make up for making Fellowship our dump stat. Warrior immediately restores all AP and MP, and they gains plus 3 MP until another turn. They do not lose MP after performing attacks. Or has no limit on melee attacks this turn. Ooh. We are a counter class. That's back to... okay. Oh boy. Here we go. Extra damage against people that attack you. Extra damage if against people that are out on their own. Crit damage is increased when an enemy doesn't have melee weapons. Warrior is hurt, they do more damage. Warrior's attacks gain stack of slaughter. They gain temporary wounds. Ooh. By the sounds of it, everyone else put intelligence. Yeah, it does. Thick skin. Gain damage deflection. Cautious disengage. Ooh! I like that. Yeah, I'm not going to look through the rest of this giant list. I'm going to get cautious disengage for him. Smithly attack. Inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies in combat, then makes a free attack against the target. That attack always hits. At the end of the combat, target of this attack Suffers a 30% penalty to dodge and a 30% penalty to armor. Full wounds, 14 more damage. Exposed weakness is... Ooh, free. I like free. Free is good. She, on the other hand, needs warp protection, so... True. Warp features. I don't think... I'm not finding any don't summon demon options. Oh. Wait. Wait, but that doesn't increase his veil degradation. Is it supposed to say decreases? I think this is supposed to say decreases instead of increases. Oh, by 2 points less. Never mind. I'm dumb. Alright, stabilizing factor, so she doesn't accidentally nuke herself. Firearm mastery. Soldier gains ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. Using a weapon's attack that normally costs the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. Until the end of the soldier's turn, their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical hit. Soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. Neat! Oh, reloading costs 2 less AP. Yes, please. Ooh, 2 kills instead of 3 is also very good. Oh, she's got the Imperial Ward ability. That's what these were. So what do we think? I'm thinking either... Actually, no, I think the reload thing. I think we're going to go with the reload because that costs 3 AP. Reload takes 3 freaking AP. goods.
Keep your wits about you.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
The dreadful Theodora von Valancius is dead. I found her in the Archmilitant in her study. The Lord Captain will not be joining us.
God Emperor, preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat. The ship can still be steered out of the warp, but we must first restore communication between the bridge and the navigator's sanctum. Perhaps the warp does not have to be the end.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
See Konrad Voitker clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Ethelthard bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. See a wave ripple across the whites of Ethelthrad's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. Draw your weapon. Voitker, you duplicitous cur. The rogue trader's death will be avenged. To Ethelthrad. That complicates things. To the party. Ready your weapons. If we are to die this day, let us die with armor. With honor. What do you think? What does chat think? With armor as well, but honor is nice. I vote 3, keep the iconoclast vibe. Another vote for 3. Alright. Ready your weapons. If we die this... 3 it is. If we die this day, let us die with honor.
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you... see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell. Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What?
Theodora is dead. No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Beware the ire of the witch.
Your Emperor won't save you!
That's not good. Oh good, it's a chaos spawn. Chaos spawns are the weakest demons in the setting. The fact that it has 128 HP should tell you a thing. Okay, I will go first, then Sister of Battle, then... Holy crap, she's all the way back here. Oh boy. Alright, I will hide here. Sister of Battle will hide here. You... The three of us do get to move before anyone else, so I'm actually going to put you here, out of her way, but ready to run up. And then you, who will go last of all things, just sort of hide here. Alright, I'm going first. Where's my other power? Where's my other... Alright, I guess I just have bring it down. So what I can do is use voice of command on Argenta. Bring it down on Argenta, then take a pistol shot.
I'll see to it personally. On it.
That I can hopefully wipe him out and do some damage.
Doubt is for the
Excellent.
I'll do it.
Oh, here we go. Fire Mastery. Gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to weapon's rate of fire, using the weapon attack that normally costs the least HP. Okay.
I am his will made manifest.
So I could just bombard this guy then. Maybe, or maybe I can pick these guys off so I don't have to deal with their turns.
As the Emperor comes, strike is a prayer. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay. So that just eliminated all the bad guys up here. And got an extra shot into him. Holy crap. And then...
I'll see to it personally.
I just fire a little revolver shot. And now it is Argenta's actual turn. Who gets Revel in the Slaughter? And I can do a bombardment and get run and gun.
Faith without... As the Emperor commands, I act.
Which is enough to get me one more shot. Which is enough to get me one more shot.
Doubt is for the weak.
And miss. And another one more shot. And another one more shot.
You, my Emperor.
And another one more shot.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And I am now out of one more shots, but I can reload. Holy crap! Argenta is doing work! Okay, and so there are 2 more heretics plus the spawn. Argenta took like, what, 6 turns? And the bad guys haven't even had a chance to go yet? Oh, one sec. Nope, sorry. Yep. Get back here. Alright. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is see if I can get Abelard up to shoot this guy and then melee charge that.
Indeed.
Okay, that works.
It will be
And
done.
maybe try to defend yourself.
Follow my lead.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope the night find you well.
Why did I not foresee this?
Yeah, you are going to focus on trying to kill this guy. You cannot kill that guy from here. Why can't you shoot that guy from here? Okay, now you can. Actually, before we do that, that'll take 2. So let's weaken this guy.
On it.
And protect
Anything else?
Abelard. Then we'll run over here. and Psychic Scream you.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
And kill you! Haha! That is one less cultist to deal with. Ooh! And you have... Oh, right. You're not in you're not in range to attack anyone else, so you can't actually use that. Right. And that guy just murdered that. Okay. That wasn't an attack. That was a murder. All right, my turn again. And we only have the demon to deal with. So, you have already had... Bring it down.
I won't stand for it.
Really? You're gonna make me do this? Okay, well, I can do this again, so I guess I...
tells me it's a bad idea. I refuse.
Why can't I do this? Oh, hold on.
Accept your lot.
That's why. Okay, cool. With no attack limit, I could just blast away again. This is Rogue Trader.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Argenta's just like doing all the work right now. Okay, and now can I? No. If I go over here, can I use this? Okay, yeah, it's just saying I'm not in range for whatever reason. I guess I can just run over here. It seems preoccupied, so yeah, I'll just run over here and use it. And give you more abilities.
I'll do it.
Improve your survivability. And take a pot shot. And miss. Now it is Argenta's actual turn again.
As the Emperor commands is why I was chosen.
And we're not getting any abilities out of her. Okay. Well, she's only taken like 12 turns in the space of 2 turns. So we can't be too bothered by this. So what I could do is run away, shoot, and charge. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Thanks to having that bonus to disengage. The demon's health is 53 out of 128 in 2 turns. It's about to take its second turn, so I think the fact that we gave Argenta 12 turns is working out pretty well.
My ears are ringing.
Moving out.
Can I fall back now?
Having a bad time, are you? Okay, you can't. Wait, can you go here and weaken it? You can. Weaken it. Weaken it.
Was it you? Or...
Squad is putting in the work, by which I mean systems aren't doing it for themselves. Keep improving his survivability. And I don't have enough action points for anything else, so I guess that's it. Ooh! Guardsman doing some work. Alright, I guess no voice of command for you. I can voice of command you for the bonus. And we will once again just give Argenta more turns. Because you do so much work.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And then I'll use my remaining shot for a random pistol shot. It is flashing red. I hope that means it's hurt. Ooh, Argenta gets run and gun, so we will be able to just
As the Emperor commands, I act.
keep doing
Death is
this.
for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
And reload.
High momentum.
I'm gonna do this again.
My place is at the fort.
Take some damage. Oops. And bring it down! Oh, I can loot it. And I've leveled up again.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Do I not get to loot anything else? Really, the only thing we get to loot is the disgusting chaos spawn. We killed all those other guys. Can't we get their stuff? I don't really have a point to the fellowship. And I think I'm a... How do I know what iconoclast I am? How do I... Oh! Ooh! Ooh! I know, it's 40k, so this is like the standard. Oh wait, hold on, wait, no, I wanted to use the... Okay, yes. But, I mean, I can just tech it if it... Okay, I'm a iconoclast follower, cool. Well, I don't want to be the one falling, so I'm going to stick with the gloves I have. No one's really shown a tendency to go down, so I don't know who to give these to. Who would be a good person for the fellowship? Because that's the only thing that I have that I can give to someone, I think. For sure right now. Wait, what is his fellowship? 35, 30, 30. Oh, for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. Hold on. Because he's always going to be surrounded. Level up. Again. Okay, choose what to level. I mean, if we go to intelligence, it will level both my intelligence options and my fellowship options because I have Be Smart trait. It's either that or willpower because of psychic things. I don't know if it's him or the fact he's being menaced by those blokes, but I feel like buying him a beer. What do we think? Intelligence or willpower? My current willpower is 50. My current intelligence is 45. I think we're going to go for intelligence for now in order to keep people going. Oh. Okay, so, and we get to pull another talent. Yeah, I think you need the smarts, yeah. So, what was the other one we thought was really good here? That wasn't just the archetype. Ooh. I'm not super happy about taking off a quarter of my health, but not summoning demons is good. Wait, where are the... No officer options. No recommended options. Huh. Ooh, I could take like 2 pistols and then go dual ranged. Oh, but I'm like barely using my own attacks anyways. These are my support abilities. I mean, we might as well go with Contagious Luck then. Game, I don't know what that you're doing. You're on your own. I'm going to go with Contagious Luck. You know, just try to weaponize RNG. Do you have you do have recommended ones? Okay. Contempt. Desolation. Easy target. Enrage. Epicenter of slaughter. Thick skin. Was there another one that stood out with him? Yeah, you buffed the soldier. Yeah, giving it 20%. No, I didn't. Seems true. Ooh! Increasing charge distance could be good. That way I can... he can jump more back and forth across the battle. Or like if I kill someone out here, there's a better chance of me being able to get to the next guy. Ooh! The ability to move, attack, and then move in this game. Holy crap. Yes, I'm going to take that. Okay, toughness, weapon skill, area strength. Weapon skill. That's just an auto. The better chances of getting this guy to hit, the better. Alright, Psyker Lady. Willpower, please, so that you still don't have problems. Do you have no, you don't have recommended abilities either. Wait, you got luck stuff. Hold on. I mean, Edge of Fate's pretty good. Just automatic opening round, high chance of crits. I also like this. The first dodge attempt gets a minus 14%. Let's do that. Decrease the chance of the enemy getting away on the first tries. Because that's every enemy. That is everyone that we're fighting getting a penalty. And Sister Argentia, who put in so much work. Ballistic skill. Improve the odds of hitting, please. This could be good given... Well, we don't really need this given how many kills we racked up instantly. I think we should... Alright, let's do the offense. Right, let's do that. Ooh, weapon expert. Man, that I was hoping for more than that armor penetration. Problem is she wasn't technically getting second attack actions. Anyway, I dodged. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No! Let's go with muzzle velocity, because I do tend to use that burst ability to try to bring enemies out of the fight quickly. Oh, okay, those are just...
Is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
A noble deed. Let the crew offer prayers for the hero who renounced his impure life in the name of humanity.
Thank you for the lemon. I don't... Who am I supposed to talk... Oh.
Rivor, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
One sec. I need to grab something while I'm talking.
By the Emperor. It's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Oh, well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
How'd your people survive here? We need to reestablish contact. The Navigator Sanctum is our only... How'd your people survive in here?
Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then, I prayed for our rescue.
Need to reestablish contact in Navigator Sanctum. Only chance for escaping the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing. One of the survivors buckling under stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
What must I do? What must I do?
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Oh, blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, mistress. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. And please, hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk.
I'm ready. Begin the ritual. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It is taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears. This voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
Its resonance merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations, the same call that has finally invaded your mind. You are to blame for Theodora's death. I am saving my people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me. Begone, Phantom. What do you want with me? Chat 1 through 4. It's a vote for 2. It's also a vote for 2. I think that's probably a 2.
Lead them, mortal. Guide them. Persuade them. Force them to walk your path. You will need followers, for destiny is preordained.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
No, stop! I refuse! No, we are here to be a rogue trader, and we've been arrogant about it, so we're not gonna stop him.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
Meanwhile, we have no warp capacity. Yeah, we need a navigator.
The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Non-standard game over, probably.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. And through the strength of her resolve, saved those who were counting on her for protection.
Idle chatter is strictly forbidden on the bridge, although between tasks the officers still find the opportunity to discuss the latest developments. We're all gonna die! Here we go! We've been waiting for the trading thing. Cargo management! Open the cargo management screen to learn more about the cargo on your flagship, the amount, the types, and the percentage of cargo being filled up. On the cargo tab, you can see details about the items packed in each cargo slot. If you need to use an item that is already packed, move that item back to your inventory. Cargo is needed when trading with merchants. You will meet them soon. It's fruitless. We have a demon in our head. That is not fruitless. Find me a bucket of holy water. Deep shadows of wariness can be seen on Abelard's face. The old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your ladyship. I am actually, you know what? I'm gonna take my short break. We're gonna pause here and do this dialogue when we come back in a couple minutes. I will be right back. Okay. No random ad. You shouldn't be getting ads. I'm not monetized. If you're getting ads, please let me know. Alright, getting the face tracking back up and running. Let's do a retweet. It was YouTube being, that makes sense. YouTube does that. Alright, what the heck? You cannot help but notice Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crew. How do we come to lose so many officers? What's the agenda? Misspoke. Surely I'm Lord Captain, am I not? I am Lady Captain, am I not? Have you succeeded in tracking down Votvair? Wait, this is an altogether pressing problem. I do not wish to be rogue trader, probably still non-standard game over. I'm ready to start the briefing. How did we lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found. This is unsurprising, given their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. It was on the agenda for this meeting. Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities on the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from our bridge. Again, remember, each deck is like 4 to 6 stories. And they, in turn, will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Translation, you're new. The ship is scrap and the officers are scared. Welcome, we are doomed. I know the answer to this, but you misspoke surely. I'm the Lady Captain, am I not? There is no mistake, your ladyship. Lady Theodora before you was also the Lord Captain. Do not take your title literally. Think of it as a sacred rank that remains unchanging no matter who bears the warrant. You have been chosen by the Emperor to carry the honorable burden of the rogue trader. High Gothic, whence this title originates, is a highly formal language, so a certain level of flexibility is to be expected. Indeed, this follows certain very old historical roles where specific rank and title combinations had a single term regardless of who actually filled it. An example is you would refer, at least in England, again this varied from nation to nation, but in England a knight would be referred to, a male knight is Sir name, a female knight is Dame name, but they are both knights. Now, England was very rare to actually use this, but that's just as an example. But there are other nations and areas that made heavier use of, well, just the plain concept of knighting women, and they shared the exact same rank and position as men. The only difference is, well, I guess where they put them in line of things, really. But there were female orders of knights, contrary to popular belief, and they were just knights. It's just mainland Europe didn't use sir or dame at all. They were just knight or lord person. Also, first edition 40k didn't believe women existed. This is true. Have you succeeded in tracking down Votver? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. I am not going to non-standard game over us, so I'm ready to start the briefing. A dozen pairs of eyes born to you, expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. No, because you didn't even follow. Remove that, please. Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Pandora von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. No, we're gonna go with perhaps you would introduce those present. Thank you, up to. As you wish, your ladyship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suri Otta of the Tulliman line, our new Voxmaster. Yes, the Tullimans are still around 40,000 years later. 44,000 years later. It is an honor to... I'm not going to even try. My throat will not take it with how much reading we have to do. It is an honor to serve your ladyship. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Raver, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. Tullimans will outlive the roaches at this point. For those who don't know, the Tullimans ruled Egypt. Ancient Egypt. Pre-AD Egypt. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good a home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factotum Janrus Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have the three officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah. The three officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priest mechandrates. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our Choir Master, the esteemed Zachary Weiss, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Weiss has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valencius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Kunrad Voitver's treachery. I will deliver a report to your ladyship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is possible to do so. It is equally regrettable that two more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing, the Master-at-Arms and the Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from his chapel. And Mistress Sauerback, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master-at-Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Voitver. All others present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make a record of proceedings. We're just going to go down the line, I think. Wish to hear the Furnace Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after the previous Furnace Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing his well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given unto the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. Oh, that was terrible. It was. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykard Minors. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true, given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Drives Master, I will hear from you now. Voice distorted by Vox Retranslator. Right, because these guys speak in binary. They sound like the old dial-up computers running. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols rivals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement as soon as possible. Generous, you caller. Your collar, man. It's so stretched you smell like a baked potato. Yeah! I do like some of the high collar styles, but good grief, man. I understood it, but could someone care to translate the esteemed Drive Master's words? The ship's most senior tech priest, most senior both in rank and experience, is dead. If we do not find a replacement, we will be unable to resolve the problems with the warp engine. Answers the Vox Master instantly, without even thinking. This is not the first time she has acted as interpreter between the ship's various inhabitants. That is my actual job in part of my actual job in real life is translating between very specific careers that speak their own language. You ever try to get a politician and an engineer to understand what each other's talking about? That is part of my job. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle. We have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all us melting into the bulkheads. Sadly, yes, being an engineer, it did not go well. Oof. I didn't realize the Vox... Yeah, Vox, they said lady. She is Lady Tulaman. Wait, she was of the Tulaman, wasn't she? Which one was the Tulaman? It was her. No? Yes? I think it was her. Their ladyship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station retains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in a very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. Is this going to explain in short? Sure, yeah. An ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allow them to safely guide warp-capable void ships through the Immaterium. Yeah, that's, I knew that, but I needed an explanation for you guys just in case. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull, as if in response to what you just heard. Now understand that it's not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. This is going to be interesting. Because there are certain demons, certain very specific demons, that are their own thing. And do not serve the Chaos Gods. It's possible they serve the things beyond the Chaos Gods, but no one can prove or verify that because they're beyond the Chaos Gods. They are greater and more powerful than the Chaos Gods. These demons actually sometimes help people because they have far greater plans of their own, and these that go beyond even Tzeentch's ability to play chess with the universe. Another one that I know of is the Crossroads Keeper, and I think that's the only one I can actually remember the name of. This does not make them good. They are still warp demons. But it means that sometimes they will actually do stuff that, as best as anyone can tell across a multi-thousand-year schedule, benefits the Imperium purely to be a detriment to the Chaos Gods. But again, we don't actually got a lot of answers about that. I kind of wonder if there's a game state that doesn't inflict you with the demon possession, since that's a game choice result. I don't know when I got the demon possession. It says I was hit by... oh, no, this is different. Promise of help was extended to you by the nightmarish demonic entity that spoke to you on the bridge during the ship's... This is different than the thing that infected me from the weapon. But I don't know when I got infected by the weapon. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. If any thick-as grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. Just ask anyone. We've got no able crew. No Lord Captain. Uh-oh. He's gonna get shot. You got stabbed by Kun's dagger and that infected you. I thought I was hit by a stunner. Did I get stabbed with a dagger? I thought I was hit by a stunner. Maybe I was stabbed with a dagger. Yeah, this guy's about to get shot for saying that we don't have a Lord Captain. The Imperium does not take well to questioning the the chain of command. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? The ship's in ruins, every second officer's dead, and now we've got a Green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to Void knows where. Enforcers! Seize this mutineer! That was a chainsword. Can't get a good view of that. Did it? I must have missed that somehow. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then it's not bad at all. Your Ladyship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides, find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. Iconoclast, stand down. Release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness. Not after the terrible attack that we've endured. Dogmatic, execute him. Throw him out the airlock. Or neither of those, which we probably won't take because levels. Experienced Masters of Ordnance are few and far between, so for that reason, he may remain in post. I leave his punishment at your discretion, Abelard. Chat? No, I'm gonna leave 3 open for chat if you guys want, because that is a very extreme answer. Okay, yeah, technically it should be too. Like I said, the Imperium responds poorly to the questioning of... Yeah, Blue Kitty, it would appear as though you are our tiebreaker unless someone else wishes to say their piece. I think Blue Kitty might have fallen asleep. Alright, where's a coin? Or something coin-like. I need something with a heads or tails. Where are my dice? I normally have at least one of my dice sitting here next to me. Where'd those go? This'll work. Last chance, Blue Kitty. Otherwise, we will let RNG solve it. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Gone. Alright, we are flipping a coin between 1 and 2. That's 1, that's 2. Well, that was 2. Uh-oh. We're not going to be very nice. Unless someone has a last minute thing, we're executing him. 3, 2, 1. Abelard nods stiffly. Consider it done. Take him away. Dogmatic. +2. The brittle laughter of the Master of Ordnance reverberates around the bridge as he is led to his fate. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members and we require a new engineer, prime, and navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home of the only dockyard on the sector, but we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? Thank you for what can you tell me about the system? I cede to the Voxmaster on this point. Mistress Toleman! We are in the Reichard system, Reichard star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your ladyship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies of the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rycoid Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet, and augurs are their version of sensors. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. Your leadership, there is one other thing, a confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, Hand of the Emperor, the High Architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse. Hostility on the planet, so it's a Tuesday. True. I would be honored to fulfill the Inquisitor's commission was that he asked. Came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You are referring to the contents of that note, I presume. Is that so? And was a task for which she was entrusted? What if I choose to simply ignore so-called commission? Since I did find the note, we're going to use that. That's quite. XC. Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich von Calix. An interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, and that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires. And deliver him the Footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Reichard Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valancius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold under the mountain of problems. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Sister Battle Grimm's nodded towards Adira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insists on seeing the rogue trader. I judge it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Daybreak. Adira, come to your senses. Abelard, bring the witch to heal. There is nothing else of value to report, and declare this briefing concluded. I'm sorry, it's just the idea of a sister of battle and a psyker walking up saying they have something important to talk to you about, and just brushing them off is hilarious. You don't understand how big these two people are, even if they're bottom rung versions of. That is real. Yeah, come to your senses. That's just the fact that they give you this option. If you understand how this world works, is hilarious. Damn it, your ladyship. Here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Class? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. There's nothing else of value to... Okay. I mean, look at this. Look how big this bridge is. This is a single deck. And I don't even think it's the entire deck. We should have raised her. We did raise her will, didn't we? Yeah, we raised her will. How may I serve you, Lord Captain? Ooh! And we just found out. What are the Voxmaster's duties? We're going to be very big in the lore here, because that is how these games work. I am the ears and the voice of this void ship. I supervise several dozen officers and 3 times that number of support personnel. We receive, send, encrypt, and decode all incoming and outgoing messages through the ship's internal and external channels, and we also ensure clean communications and the optimal efficiency of the crew's Voxcasters. If you ever want to know what worries and concerns your crews are harboring, what your subjects are whispering about in local networks after their watches, and what their leaders are clamoring about over shortwave Vox transmissions, just come see me, and I will satisfy your curiosity. Have the Vox Force brought you anything interesting lately? Forgive me, Lord Captain. I have no information that would be of interest to you at the moment. Your appearance is unique. You are Voidborn, are you not? Don't you know, Lord Captain? Both of us were born in the cold vastness of space, but there are no 2 identical tales, just as there are no 2 identical stars. If you like, I will gladly tell you about the lives of the Voidborn aboard this vessel. Tell me about the lives of the Voidborn in my crew. To us, the groans, creaks, and murmurs of the ship sound like the way babbling brooks and singing birds do to world dwellers. We hear the ships breathe, we know what it is feeling and thinking. We are a part of the ship, just like it is a part of us. We perform numerous functions, and there are many officers among our number. Some maintain order and prevent mutiny. Others serve as shepherds and support the crew. And some devote themselves to mending the body and spirit of the vessel. Most of the Voidborn are members of large void ship dynasties that bear responsibility for a certain aspect of the ship's life. For 300 years, the main branch of the Ptolemon dynasty has produced the ship's Voxmasters, and most of our subordinates come from the cadet houses of the dynasty. I think I'm getting a little lightheaded from how much I have to talk. How do you find life on the ship? Life has been quite generous to me, Lord Captain. I am the Voxmaster, and only the best of the dynasty can become one. By virtue of my skills and position, no one has ever denied me anything. Our family claims a spacious section for its domain. I also enjoy long walks through the narrow and dimly lit corridors of the ship, listening to the sounds of her activity. falling asleep and waking up to the chanting of hymns and admiring the stars beyond, of course. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How do others on the ship treat you? We look, speak, and move differently from the inhabitants of the planetary worlds. Our way of life, traditions, and quirks frighten these people, just like the darkness of the cosmos. Many believe us to be the bringers of ill fortune, and alas, it is the Voidborn who get the blame for terrible warp phenomena during longer voyages. Several years ago, an unfortunate warp jump caused all the food on the board to spoil. 15 days later, a hungry and fierce crew nearly massacred everyone on the lower decks, blaming us for the misfortune and hoping to restock the larders with our flesh. I would have been killed during the mutiny had Idra Talas not shown up in the right place at the right time. Okay. Thank you for the drink. She came to my rescue, and the scoundrel's fear of her was even greater than their fear of the Voidborn. Looks like you are close friends with Dira. Webs of tiny wrinkles appear at the corners of Vigdis's eyes, the only hint that the Voxmaster is smiling. The Voidborn seldom make friends, especially among the captain's entourage, but you see, many consider Idira to be different. I am different too. We have spent plenty of time in each other's company, discussing regicide over a glass of Amsec. I just got a little bit of a drop, so I will pause right here to get more drink, because I am actually out. Okay, I return. I'm opening a bottle of water, which is actually rare for me because I prefer to distill my own. But I'm not going rooting through for a new container because I didn't realize I was out. Base tracking. No, don't do this now. There we go. I think I know what regicide is, but let me... Earpiece, please. A human tabletop game played across the Imperial Man, similar to the ancient Terran game of chess. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Except Idira changed after one incident, and we started to drift apart. The death of Lord Captain Theodora made her withdraw even more. I do not know if Idira considers me her friend now, but we used to be very, very close. It's good I can still look after her in my own way. Aww. Yeah, I mean... I think regicide is an actual name for chess in some places, isn't it? Ooh, perception test succeeded! 28 experience. We got more experience for that than we did some of the other major decisions we made. Interpreting the Voxmaster's emotions based on a half a face and Vox-modulated voices. No easy task, but you managed to catch the undercurrent in Vidyas's words. The Voxmaster is not merely saddened by a rift with Idira. She is devastated by it. Oh, were they a couple? Can we get them back together? We have a goal. Have you ever left the ship? Oh, I did once, and it was dreadful. It felt like the massive blue dome overhead could shatter at any moment and fall. My bones would be crushed by the gravity. The ship is my home, Lord Captain, and I would not trade it even for the bounty of 100 worlds. I see. Let us return to business. Connect me to the vessel's main channel. I wish to bolster the morale of the crew. Got another 20 experience. Boxmaster nods obediently and presses several switches on the device she is holding. It is done, Lord Captain. You address the crew with a rousing speech and hear your... Oh. Voice roll through the ship, reaching even the normally quiet corners of the vessel. The broadcast ends. You hear distant shouts of approval. That will be all. I live to serve, Lord Captain. Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Okay, let's talk about things that may be useful to me as a rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain.
Thank you for being
I
voiced.
am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
The Officer Voidbrand upgrade paid dividends. It did! Outline the situation in the Coronis Expanse for me. What do I need to know and keep in mind?
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words...
That's why I asked.
The Coronis Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels. Until recently, the Coronis Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak. But ones that allow for a non-standard approach where there is a promise of victory. The Coronis Expanse is considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
Okay. Who are the main players I need to be aware of in the Coronis Expanse?
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Kalagos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them. If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall, and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis expanse.
I also have Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, so that is something we could also play a little bit of sometime too. Kunrad, our previous Master of Whispers, what can you tell me about his betrayal? What do you think he'll do next?
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight.
I like his style.
We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake. If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. The only question, Lord Captain, is whether you will be able to anticipate his next steps.
I don't think this game even has a wiki, so I probably won't be able to.
As you wish, Lord Captain.
I'd like to know more about my seneschal.
As you wish, Lord Captain. What would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself. What were you before you became Theodora Seneschal?
I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No, used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling, the essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora, but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium. I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue traders' army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then, that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue traders' personal council. It was a difficult choice for me, but I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of humanity even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force. One who had built a protectorate amidst the dangers and wildness of the expanse.
Leaving the Navy is far from easy, where you permitted. Ooh, the way you talk about Theodora, I'm beginning to think you were in love with her. We're poking this.
What? Lord Captain, any allegations of improper feelings or unsanctioned relations are utterly baseless and bordering on the insulting. Utterly baseless.
So we're gonna play with him over this, right? He absolutely had a crush. Utterly baseless. True, but they are still utterly baseless. Leaving the Imperial Navy.
You could say there was No one among the naval command who was willing to impede the wishes of the rogue trader. To do so would be to risk their own position and their relationship with Theodora. Well, the Lord Captain possessed certain contacts in the Imperial Navy. Contacts which she used to request help during the conflict on the border world. And which enabled her to make me an offer that resulted in my joining her retinue.
You do not need me to tell. Actually, I knew her for all of a handful of minutes. Tell me. True.
The Navis Imperialis is
Ooh!
an ancient institution with its own mandates and muster lists. On occasion, in the heat of an official briefing, or an informal discussion, I violated those rules, determined to press my point. It is challenging to choose the words to accurately express my opinion on a situation or the actions of others that do not sound overly scathing or confrontational. Many in command were inclined to view my manner of speaking as unbefitting a person of my rank.
Man, that intelligence and be smart bonus is going crazy. Holy crap. We're up to what? 4 checks total, I think, that use that. And it gives us more experience every time. You have a family?
I am a widower. I am a father of 4. And if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11. My family lives on Dargonus. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship. And I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps.
Okay. Still know the perk is OP. Yeah, being able to take a dump stat and then ignore it is incredible. Normally, you do a dump stat because it is the least used. We have a dump stat that is not used at all, which is wild.
Of course.
Do we want to have him call us by first name? Sure.
I thank you for the honor, but I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command. You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates.
I think Abelard would choke before he calls by first name. You are correct, apparently.
Lord Captain.
I think the map is how we're going to choose where we're going, so I'm going to look around more first. Ooh. Okay, I can't use the door on my own ship. Good to know. Oh. Or we could take that elevator. Okay, we'll do that after we finish looking around the bridge. Ah, the helmsman and Argenta. Okay. Lord Captain, Master Helmsman Raver, at your service. You're a Voidborn, are you not? Kind of wonder if there are any side quests that trigger wandering around the decks, but I also assume that there is any if there is any RNG involved. That I am born into the Helmsman clan in the bowels of the Chartist vessel. Studied this family trade until I was 15. Then my entire clan was butchered in a mutiny by lower hold scum. They spared the young'uns, of course they did. Kids with implanted connectors make great navigational servitors. But I was having none of it. They weren't going to make a servitor out of me, so I escaped into the crawlways. And then I spent months picking them off, one after another. You got me talking up a storm. Anyways, yes, I'm Voidborn. Finish your story. Not much to tell. I gutted everyone I could get to, and then I fled upward to the middle decks. That's where the auger operators took me under their wing. They have apprentice helmsmen of their own up there, you see. Nobody asked me any questions, so I stayed. I grew up, trained, got smarter, and ended up a junior helmsman. A dozen years later, Danrock spotted me and lured me away, the cheeky blighter. Tell me about the Voidborn. Lord Captain, I mean no disrespect, but you'd do better to find someone with a knack for conversation, like Tulliman, the new Voxmaster. I ain't the talking type after that whole story. I just get the ship where she needs to go. Best let folks stick to what they do best. Can you tell me about the other officers? Good-for-nothing wasters, that's what they are, each and every one. Take generous Denrock, the high-born weasel. He fawns over the officers, but some of the deals he makes would get him burned alive. He drags other people into his schemes so they can take the fall for him, too. One of my junior helmsmen was ferrying goods from Footfall for him. Got caught by the Seneschal, and ended up in the Void Hatch. Danrock couldn't care less. The Voxmaster, another Tulliman like the last one, Void rest him, is no better. She cut off half the Vox channels the day she took up her post. Said the Vox systems are damaged and the Engineerium had no contact with other modules. Now how am I supposed to steer my ship? Collect the COGS report with the power of my mind? First Officer Wasarian. I can't stand him. Like every Navy officer I ever met. Doesn't know a thing about controlling a vessel in the void, but he puffs himself up all the same and throws his weight around. Me and him have had to have words a few times before he left me alone. Thank the Emperor Lady Theodora trusted me more than the Seneschal when it came to helming a void ship. Then there's that woman. What's her name? Class? Lady Theodora brought her aboard wherever she went, and look what happened to her. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out it was that witch that delivered her to an early grave, just like countless souls before. I don't see why anyone would want that walking calamity on their ship. But some would disagree. They say she's friends with young Tulliman, you know? Or at least she used to be. Tell me, do you like anyone at all? Raver looks perplexed. What kind of question is that? I like you, and Lady Theodora before you. Where would I be if I was making cracks about the rogue trader? Ha! I don't want to die just yet. Right. So he doesn't like us, but he's not dumb enough to say it. Ah! Holy crap. I thought I whined about stuff. Must take my leave. Lord Captain? Holy smokes, he doesn't like anyone on the crew at all. Argenta!
Rogue trader.
Yay for being voiced. Alright, let's do the request last. Tell me about the Adeptus Sororitas.
Gladly. There are none more faithful to the God Emperor than my sisters. We fight against his enemies by the will of the Holy Ecclesiarchy. I beg your pardon, rogue trader. Here I am talking about what every lesser noble in the Imperium knows. So what exactly are you interested in hearing about?
They say the Adeptus Sororitas are the fiercest in their faith among the warriors of the Imperium. Is it true?
It is. The Sisters of Battle are a fire lit by the God Emperor. They are the echo of his voice that travels through the dark expanses of the universe. We bring his wrath to heretics, mutants, and other enemies of humanity. We protect the faithful from the unholy and unhallowed. Sometimes with words, more often than not with a bolter.
Are all sisters truly as faultless as you say?
Even the novices of the Adeptus Sororitas are drawn from among the most worthy. Those who have taken the vows and become a full-fledged sister are the best of the best, tested by trials of body and spirit. Yes, there have been cases when a sister stumbled or showed weakness, but do not expect to hear a story of depravity or downfall from me. Each such occurrence is a great tragedy for us all. Light cannot bear the smallest speck of darkness within. And thus those who have trespassed or shown weakness of spirit are given a chance at redemption. They are called Sisters Repentia, and may the enemy tremble before her, for nothing can stop a Sister of Battle who yearns to be cleansed of fault and weakness. Wearing nothing but robes, no armor, eviscerator in hand, those sisters who have once faltered find repentance on the battlefield. Their lives are seldom long, but a death in the name of purgation is a better fate than to live with a shadow in one's soul.
What order are you from?
Once I had completed my novitiate, I was sent to the Calixian branch of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, assigned to the Orders Pronatus. The Order's mission is vital and noble. The Sisters Pronatus protect great relics of the Imperium. We guard them, preserve them, escort them when they are brought onto the battlefield or presented for pilgrims to venerate. And we seek out the relics that have been lost. Neither a coven of heretics nor the most wicked death world can deter Sisters Pronatus when their goal is to return a piece of the great legacy of the Imperium into the hands of the faithful.
Succeeded with lore because, again, intelligence. The Order of Pronatus is not one of the Order's militant, and yet you are a trained fighter.
Don't let the name deceive you. The Order's militant trains sisters to march onto the battlefield as an army. That does not make sisters who belong to the non-militant orders timid and helpless.
Yeah, the Sisters Hospitaller are nurses. The things that they will do to protect their charges. Holy smokes.
Both the solace-bringing Sisters Hospitaller and the enlightened
there you go.
Sisters Dialogus know how to greet enemies of humanity. Their dialogue with heretics is usually quite short, with the last word being a bolter discharge. And my order has all the more reason to be known for the martial prowess of its sisters. We are the keepers of the Imperium's relics. What would become of our blessed hero's legacy if the Sisters Pronatus could not protect it?
You said you belonged to the Calixian branch of your order. What brought you to the Coronis Expanse?
The Order sent me to Footfall. My undertaking was to assist the local priesthood of Drusians in caring for a sacred reliquary that had been there since the time of Parson Mr. Wayne, the station's founder.
What is your problem? My chat is not updating the way it should. Any other members of the Adeptus Sororitas in the Cronus Expanse?
None that I'm aware of, but the Sisterhood's orders are many, and can operate independently of one another, sending their sisters wherever their presence is needed as deemed by the Ecclesiarchy. Perhaps somewhere in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue, may his path be blessed, my sisters perform their duty as we speak. I wish it were so. Even a single evening spent in joint prayer and training would bring me joy. Should any more arise, keeping them to yourself would be imprudent. It is a virtue to take an interest in holiness.
Tell me about yourself.
About me? I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to tell about me?
How'd you end up on Theodora's ship?
I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the cultist attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that I
screwed up.
I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, where crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I had barely recovered from my wounds when the cultists struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
What happened to the people who wounded you? Did Theodora's men eliminate them?
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more, and it's bound to happen someday.
Difficult for you to accept that you made a mistake? I don't know why. I've got a link up to see the D-Live chat. I don't know why. You know what? I'm gonna restart Caffeinated. And see if that gets D-Live chat updating again. Okay, it is showing in that chat again. I don't know why it didn't do that. Difficult for you to accept and made a mistake.
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them.
Where did this happen?
On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse. No one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
We could go to that planet and deal with the Chaos Worshippers.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valanci's protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads have cleared.
What is it like traveling on Theodora's ship?
I hadn't been here that long. Just one journey from Footfall, and the other journey, the majority of which I spent in the confines of the medbay. I can't tell you much about the first voyage. I was more focused on prayers and ruminations than on the people around me, or the journey itself. During the last journey, Seneschal Viserion stood out for me. He came by several times to ask about my health. He's an honorable man and a loyal servant of the Imperium. I think he is as meticulous in his inspections of the logistics systems as he is in his inquiries about the health of the occasional sister of battle aboard the ship.
Ooh, does she have a crush? Is everyone gonna have a crush on everyone? Is it actually going to be Baldur's Gate 3?
But not all of Theodora's people have earned my trust. You know who I'm talking about. There is no place for Adira Tlas among the God Emperor's faithful. I'm surprised she wasn't in league with the cultists. And I'm equally surprised by how deep heresy and treason run in this place. I'm glad we all made it through that dark hour. May the day that follows be bright.
I am also a psyker, lady.
As you wish.
What is it that's keeping you in my retinue?
The ship was targeted by heretics, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the Rogue Trader's crew.
Please may I have servant grown crown crew. May the enemies of the Imperium tremble before us. I enjoy your company, Argenta. I hope that you remain in the crew and that the ship becomes your home. Might be of use to me, so I have no problem with your presence. I see no place for you on my ship. Take it to Footfall, and that will be all. I enjoy your company.
Those are very courteous words, Rogue Trader. Thank you, both for your words and your hospitality.
She gives you another somewhat puzzled look. She doesn't understand that someone wants her around. You said you have a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader. The accursed servants of Chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
What good would meeting with them do? Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of a Rogue Trader. I will address the orphans with a speech. I will meet with them, no formalities needed. These are the children of people who gave their lives for the Von Valancius dynasty. My consideration is the least that they deserve. Deliver this order on my behalf. The orphans are to be properly provided for, but a personal meeting with a Rogue Trader is too much. Why would I? Do I wish to fill these children's heads with the illusion that the world and its rulers cares about them? I have no part in this. Chat, 1 through 5. Just gonna keep shoving some of these decisions on you guys. All right. The rogue trading goes well. I've nearly worn my throat out with how much dialogue I've had to read. Trovo is another streaming site that I use. Given the frequency of something just not working, I tend to stream to as many places as possible. Trovo also doesn't require me to be approved before you can earn mana, which is their like their channel points, their version of channel points. So you can earn that stuff on Trovo, and I don't need to worry about, oh no, Twitch refuses to give me my approval, because Twitch refuses to give me my approval. You have 12 average chatters and half of an average viewer. I'm gonna have to flip a coin again. Where's my dice? Yeah, I've got a vote. I've got what looks like a vote for either 3 or 4, and a vote for 5. I don't know why Restream is refusing to connect to Twitch right now. I think Restream is having a fit because of the fact that I'm not streaming to it. I'm just gonna roll my dice. That's a 2. Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of a rogue trader. I will address the orphans with a speech.
As you wish, rogue trader. Thank you for granting my request.
The bridge area and its many, many layers is just this little bit up here. Make use of cover to minimize damage. Right. A group of adolescents, clearly dressed in their finest, freshly pressed clothes, forms a straight line before you. Some stare at you with wide eyes like you're some mythical creature, while others huddle together in fear and look away. Our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. It's hardly the scallop genom in here, but we have provided orphans on our ship with an adequate care and instruction. Brave ones, the master of the ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House von Valancius. Notice the Infernus Master standing a few paces away from the orphans. He watches you with approval and bows respectfully when you meet his gaze. Infernus Master, do you serve as a teacher in your spare time? Not at all, your ladyship. I am just looking out for them. It's the Infernus way to help folks in trouble. It's our job, after all. So we chip in rations here and there and make sure nobody gives them a hard time. We take the older ones into the clan's care if they want. Many in the guild are not our family by blood, but by circumstance. Let's see. Grandly address the group. I, the rogue trader and lord captain of this ship, speak to you now. Your parents gave their lives for a just cause and brought honor to the von Valancius banners and those of the Imperium. I am proud of them, and I believe that you will become their worthy heirs. Smile at the group. Your Lord Captain greets you, brave ones. Address the chaperones. Give them treats and escort them to their homes. I believe a minute of beholding the Lord Captain is a great enough honor for them. Alright, let's try this again. 1, 2, and 3. As I realize we're still not gonna get the trade. There is so much dialogue in this game. I don't mind it, but it means tomorrow's stream will probably be more of this. Not 3, 1 is probably in character. Yeah, the Imperium does actually venerate arrogance. Alright. One it is, I guess. The teenagers hang on your every word with bated breath. Only a few at the far end in the row seem sullen and not particularly impressed by your speech. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says bitterly, "So what? Why should we care? Our friend... Uh-oh. Our friends and parents died in their dozens for you noble lot, and you just give us speeches." So he's probably getting thrown out the airlock, right? Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes in her dark eyes, like she wants to calm him and scold him for his impudence. Address the chaperones. Their comportment leaves much to be desired. I hope that they will be molded into worthy servants of House von Valencius as the audience is over. Address the chaperones. Punish the troublemaker. Put the rest back in their ways. The audience is over. Infernus Master, since you are so concerned about the orphans, they are henceforth your clan. It falls on you to teach them the meaning of what their parents fought and died for. Address the group. If you have things to say them without fear. I will listen. Ignore the interruption. Rest assured, you won't be abandoned. You will be taken care of. Chat, are we throwing the kid out the airlock? On Upto's behalf, we are not throwing the kid out the airlock. Did he not pay? He talked back to me. You don't talk back to nobles in Warhammer 40k. That's how you get through. We spaced our Master of Ordnance for talking back to me. We did the starship equivalent of taking a long walk off a short pier. Use you to kill people for saying stuff like that. What? I don't know if anyone actually pays space taxes in ship. It's sort of indentured servant. Yeah, true. I'm gonna roll again this time, but we will not ignore number 2. That is a 6. That is a 6. That is a 2. That is a 1. I don't really like 1 though, unless you guys do. Six, the dice want you to find another option. I can't! If there is one, I failed the skill check! Yeah, 1 is, I don't really want to do 1. I'm personally between 3 and 5. According to actual stats, I'm averaging 7 viewers on Twitch. I wonder if they're actually going to give me that or not. Go with 5 then? Could tell by the bright eyes that your words and the very fact, rogue trader in the flesh have left an indelible impression on them. Young ones, you won't recognize them in a year or 2. They will learn to salute and speak only when permitted by the superior officer, but right now, crying around is all they know. Argenta rubs her temple pensively. She smiles and offers a few words of encouragement, then leaves the bay. Could you kids not anger the person who can throw you out an airlock at their will? And we still haven't gotten to the trading, so we'll probably be doing a part 3 tomorrow, since I don't have work. But sounds like 3 will be actually doing rogue trader things for once. But I think this is going to be it for tonight. It is Sunday, so even though I plan to stream tomorrow, we will be doing D-Live. That chest. We're opening the chest. Alrighty, so for the D-Live, I don't think I have any other, what she ever done for us? She chose to not throw out the airlock. Well, alright then. Alright, we are opening the chest. Distributing rewards. And like I said, because I don't have work tomorrow, I am going to attempt to do another stream, which will probably be this, so that we will continue to have, you know... I want to get to the trading part of the Rogue Trader. Afterwards, we will move on. The Rippy One is our winner, with Golden Spartan coming in second. Congratulations! Enjoy the lemons, and for everyone else, I hope you have a great week. Maybe I will try to see you tomorrow. If I don't, I still hope you have a great week, and I'll be back on Friday. Y'all take care and have a good one. Be safe, and I will see you in the next stream. Let's save. Saving's good. Before I exit to the main menu, I should save.